Kimberley has to be the ultimate four-wheel drive touring destination. It's one of my favorite places in the world to work. In this episode, we visit Lake Argyle. Then we go to Questro. It's like a theme park. It has waterfalls, restaurants, four-wheel driving, fishing, the lot. Then we head down to Home Valley. It's where they filmed the movie Australia, and it has to be the best looking cattle station in the country. One of the things that makes outback traveling so exciting is walking that knife edge of uncertainty. Anything can happen out here, and when things go wrong, they can go really wrong.
Mate, just try, put it into Poly 2 on the transfer case. Anything?
This thing is as dead as a doornail.
It's got to be the clutch.
Yeah, this thing's buggered.
Out of all the breakdowns, this is the one that I always fear the most.
I'm gonna ring the blokes at HEMA, give Rob a ring, see what he can organise in Catherine for us. We're gonna get there. Yeah, g'day Rob. It's Carlisle here. We've blown a clutch, mate. The good news? We were getting a new clutch fitted in Catherine. The bad news? We were a long way away from Catherine. So what we've done here is just rigged up a snatch strap and a winch extension. So we've got plenty of distance between the vehicles, for safety obviously, and to keep the rocks out of the windscreen on the patrol. It's going to be an interesting journey.
This is one of the most frustrating breakdowns you can have in the bush. You just got to make the call, and today we've made the call, we're going to tow to town.
With the map patrol moving again, we kept heading west. Time waits for no man after all, and we had a sunset date on Lake Argyle, many kilometers down the road. The eastern extremity of the Kimberley is marked by blood red earth, lone boabs, and the crimson cardboard ranges that girth Lake Argyle. The resort that overlooks the lake is the perfect staging point for our exploration of the region. It is a welcome bit of civilization and one of the most striking landscapes in the world. Lake Argyle is Australia's largest freshwater lake, and to me it's one of the most beautiful places in the country too. The cerulean blues, those beautiful ochre reds, it perfectly exemplifies the Kimberley, which is a place of extremes, a place of bright colours. It's one of my favourite places in the country to work. I'm here with Charlie Sharp. Charlie, you grew up here, still living here. This lake, as I said, it's a place of colour and light. I think people come here not just for the scale of it, but just the intensity of it.
Yeah, intensity is a good word. I mean, the dramatic landscape. You'll see it this afternoon. This just changes constantly. Every sunset is different. It depends how much smoke's in the sky, how many clouds, how clear the sky is. Winter, summer, it changes every day. The sun moves north and south, so this scene is never the same.
So we're going to go out with your brother on the lake and have a look at what happens here when the sun sets over these awesome cliffs.
Yeah, it's pretty awe-inspiring. You go out on the water and you feel so minuscule. The lake is big. Now, what we can see here is less than 1% of Lake Argyle.
So Lake Argyle, I think, is one of those perfect places that combines things together really well, just like the Kimberley. You've got the home comforts here, but also this stunning wilderness that is still relatively untouched. It's an awesome place to come visit. Heading out on the lake, the water is as smooth as a pane of glass. Freshwater crocodiles sun themselves on the red shorelines, while birds lazily glide between islands. At over 980 square kilometers, this is a staggeringly big place, but it's a place Charlie and Steve have called home for their whole lives. Steve, you guys have the life out here. I mean, this is a huge playground.
It's not bad, yeah. It's like this most days too, yeah.
You're not worried about the freshies, are you?
No, Actually, it's just fish eaters. They grow to about 4 metres, but they're still pretty harmless.
Oh, we've seen a few out here. They're pretty epic. I haven't seen them that big before.
Yeah. No, in this lake they grow huge because there's no salties to compete with them. Lots of fish to eat.
There's a lot of places in the Kimberley that blow people's minds, but Lake Argyle, it's kind of a hidden secret, isn't it?
Definitely is. Yeah, especially when you've got this much water that's this calm most of the time, set against these beautiful red rocks. It's fascinating.
Yeah, you go out west, you see the Fitzroy just raging, and you know the Ord in Kananura is pretty raging at the floodgates there. This is complete contrast to that.
That's right. This is dead calm, peaceful and remote. It's amazing.
It's got to be one of the quietest places I've ever been.
Yeah, stunning.
We stayed out on the water until after dark, watching the last colours of the day ripple and reflect on the endless water. You don't need your own boat to get out here and see this kind of sunset though. The guys at Lake Argyle run a sunset cruise that takes in some of the lake's history and geography. You can even take in a swim too after your champagne toast. This is one of those places that you absolutely have to see to believe. After the break, we visit a Kimberley classic, El Questro Station. For as long as I can remember, the Gibb River Road has been etched into my imagination as one of the penultimate touring destinations in the world. Just over 660 kilometers long, this shortcut through the heart of the Kimberley is home to some of the oldest exposed rock on the planet. And it doesn't matter if you're here for the breathtaking waterfalls and gorges, the joy of landing a barramundi in the Kimberley, or just the vision of 1,000-year-old Boab standing sentinel on the roadside, there's something along the Gibb for every explorer.
When you first leave Kununurra and hit the Gibb River Road, the first sign you're going to see is the Emma Gorge. Do yourself a favour, don't drive past it. The place is incredible. You won't find a swimming hole like this around your local town, I just about guarantee you. Come to Emma Gorge.
From the resort at the base of the hill, it's a short hike up to the gorge. But warm springs, a gentle waterfall, and cool water in the shade all make this place an absolute must visit. At nearly 1 million acres in size, El Questro isn't just one of the biggest stations in the Kimberley. It is one of the single largest land holdings in the world. Most of the Kimberley is still on private land, and most of that land is closed to tourists. At El Questro though, you can really get off the beaten track a bit and explore another side of the Kimberley. There are 4-wheel drive tracks that cross both the Pentecost and the Chamberlain rivers here, and you can camp next to the pub and restaurant or in private campgrounds along the babbling river. If you're looking for other diversions, you can get up to all kinds of mischief, taking chopper rides, riding horses, or just hanging out at the pub.
When someone tells me they're coming to the Kimberley, invariably they end up saying they're going to be staying at El Questro. Miko, what makes this the jewel in the crown?
Definitely adventure stakes, mate. There's so much to do and see out here for people, something for everybody, whether it's even a bit of snorkeling for the kids out there at Moonshine Gorge. Dad can have a bit of fun up and down the lookouts here with a bit of forward driving. And of course for Mum, maybe a nice coffee and cake at the store over there, just to relax while maybe the Junior Rangers club's on for the kids at night to give them a little bit something different to do.
What about Mum and Dad? What is there for them to do at night?
Live music, 5 nights a week. We've got an open mic night on a Friday night, so you can come up and show us your hidden talent or sit back and have a giggle. A couple of restaurants here you can book in, have a beautiful local barra cooked up. All is not done when the sun goes down.
Definitely something for everyone. Mate, this afternoon I feel like going for a drive out, finding somewhere to see one of these Kimberley Sunsets I'll hear about. Where?
Nice one to start off with. Get up to Pigeonhole up there. 2 beautiful aspects. There's a nice table at the top there you can lay the cheese platter out on. Sun setting over the Pentecost River. Bit of Kimberley stone off to the side there. It'll be about as good as it gets, mate.
Oh, you're going to have a chop of that, mate. That sounds awesome.
Enjoy.
Thanks,
no worries, brother.
Catch you
Cheers.
later.
Craig's got a hot tip on a good place to see the sunset, so we're going to go out and check this spot out.
Mate, just as we poke along here, shouldn't be too far. Keep your eye out for a sign to Pigeonhole. Nico reckons that's the spot to go to tonight to check out a Kimberley Sunset.
It should be good. These tracks they're not too tough, but I think they're a perfect way to sort of introduce people to a bit of four-wheel driving in the Kimberley.
I don't care what the track's like, I just want to get me one of these Kimberley Sunsets, mate. I've dreamt about coming to the Kimberley for a long, long time. Now that I'm here, I know I should have done it a long, long time ago.
And I do have to agree with you. The Kimberley, everyone who comes here says should have come sooner. It's the universal statement out here.
Mate, I jumped on the internet a few weeks ago and ordered the Kimberley Sunset, and apparently it's just about to be delivered.
There isn't a fire that burns as red as these Kimberley rocks as the sun sets over the Chamberlain River and we just soak it in. We woke up early the next morning to check out another one of the four-wheel drive tracks that heads up into the foothills of the Coburn Ranges. As we came out onto the ridge line, the reds and greens of the Kimberley unfolding around us, we bumped into Mick Clark, who runs tours of the property, and had a chat about his version of living the dream.
Mick, you're a tour guide here.
Absolutely.
You know this place pretty well, I reckon.
I reckon.
This place is built really strangely. I mean, the geology here is old.
It's very old, yeah. We've got rocks here dating to 1.8 billion years of age. So second oldest exposed rocks on our planet. It overwhelms you, this age. It just makes us realise as human, we just pale into insignificance to try and think how far back in time these rocks were deposited.
Yeah.
It is overwhelming.
Nothing feels new here.
That's right, yeah.
Except yourself.
Yeah, that's right, and there's plenty to see, you know, there's a lot on offer at El Questro, and from gorges to beautiful sunsets, to lovely walks, and fantastic four-wheel driving, you know, we've got the lot. There's 870,000 acres of absolute pure adventure to explore here at El Questro.
I look forward to getting into it.
Me too, every day.
Every day,
Every
wake up
day.
here, mate.
Can't believe it, but this is welcome to my backyard. Look at it, it's absolutely stunning.
Coming up, I land a dream bearer right on the Pentecost. We left El Questro Station behind and headed west down the Gib toward Home Valley Station. Driving down the Gib here, with the Coburn Ranges standing sphinx-like over the red plains, the age of the Kimberley, its utter wildness, begins to sink deep into you. As we crossed the Pentecost River, one of the easiest places to photograph in the world, it felt like we were crossing more than a river. It was like we were passing a boundary between east and west, between the last vestiges of civilization and a part of the world that seems like it will never be tamed. Home Valley Station, in effect, is a bridge between those worlds. I'm here for the fishing, and I'm hoping for a giant barra out of the Pentecost, the ultimate Kimberley experience. I caught up with manager Ben Pratt to find out more about what makes Home Valley so special.
The Gib River Road is all about adventure, station life, and no place captures that like Home Valley. This place, it's a fishing mecca, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, some of the best barra fishing in Australia, I think.
You guys do heli fishing, fishing off the bank, fishing out of the boats.
Yeah, basically every kind. Yeah, cover all bases.
And accommodation-wise, you've got everything. You've got the bush camps right on the Pentecost River, overlooking the ranges.
Yeah, stunning campground down there.
And you've got everything else right up to 5-star.
Absolutely. Yeah, cater for all variety there. So basic guest rooms up to our grass castles. Yeah, as I said, sort of 5-star style of camping, polished timber floors, rainwater showers, all that. Straight out of the car, a bit of an oasis out here off the Gib.
So if you're traveling up the Gibb River Road, there's a few places you can't drive past. In Home Valley, if you're a fisherman, if you like station life, you just want a good place to stay, is somewhere that you have to put on your list.
The local fishing guide, Tom, reckoned he had just the spot in mind for a fish, so we set out at dawn to try our luck.
We're here on the mighty Pentecost River. It runs right across the Gibb River Road, pretty much in between Home Valley and Questro stations. A couple of million-acre stations. Tom here is the fishing guide here at Home Valley.
Yes, indeed. Beautiful spot, beautiful job, mate.
Some job you have, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely magnificent.
People save up for years to get half a day of what you get every day.
I know. Look at my office. I mean, you've got the magnificent Coburn Range here, meandering Pentecost, rapids. Oh, it's just a dream come true, mate.
So we're going to catch fish this morning?
Oh, we'll certainly hope so, mate. Can't guarantee anything, but we'll certainly give it a shot.
Mate, this is my second visit here. Last time I came here, I caught a fish just in that spot over there, 90 centimetre barra.
I heard about it. I did hear about it.
And I'm hoping to do that again.
We'll certainly give it a shot, mate. How's that sound?
Yeah, awesome.
Sensational. Beautiful.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Home Valley's always been one of my favourite parts of the Kimberley. It's a special place in my heart. It's where I caught my first big barra. So I'm hoping the history is going to repeat itself a little bit.
That's it, mate. Well done. Well done, mate. Well done. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Fishing on the Pentecost, eh? Just another day at the office, mate. Another day in this serene place.
Look at that girl.
Good stuff, mate. Well done.
That is
2 times in a row, mate.
Home Valley. Perfect score.
That is an 80 centimetre barramundi on the Pentecost.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Good stuff.
That's what you come here for.
Out here, even in the middle of winter, daytime temperatures can push right up around the 40-degree mark. Now for me, personally, one of life's little pleasures is a cold beer after a hot day like that. This fridge here has been right across the Gibb River Road, some of the worst corrugations you're ever going to find, and I just can't kill it. Now we've been up here all day four-wheel driving and fishing, working our tails off. This thing here, I reckon it's got one cold for me.
But the only thing better than catching an 80 centimetre barra down on the Pentecost here at Home Valley is getting Simon here to cook it for you. So Simon, you're going to show us the best recipe for a whole barra. It looks pretty simple, right?
It is pretty simple. We try and keep it simple, and overdoing it is overdoing it here. It's pretty basic. Got a bit of bruschetta mix here. Tomato, red onion, basil, lemon, bit of garlic. We stuff the inside of the barra with that. Stick that in there. Keep a bit to put on the top when we serve it.
It already looks delicious. It's not even cooked yet.
A few slices in about 1 inch apart, down to the bone.
Just to get the flavours right into the flesh.
Yeah, it just helps it seep into it. Bit of butter, smear that on there. Lemon salt, bit of sea salt, lemon juice, bit of parsley.
I don't think you can do a fish this big neatly.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Tom brings a couple in every day, so we keep it going. Throw it on the platter there. Put him in the oven, 180. Bend him in a bit. Back him up. Probably a fish that size, about 45 minutes. And then we'll dress it, throw it on the platter for you, and Schrunkle.
So I've heard that barramundi is better when you cook it whole rather than filleting the fish. Why is that?
Yeah, it's better whole because the ingredients seep into it more, get the flavour into the bones, and it just generally tastes better when it's whole.
So anybody that comes to Home Valley goes out in the fishing charter?
Yep.
Can have their fish just done up here
Yeah,
by
definitely.
you guys for dinner?
Yep, probably 2 or 3 a day have been coming in this season. Tom's doing pretty well, keeping us busy, and they just make a reservation, tell us when they're going to come in, we get it going, and when they get in, we just throw it on the platter, and there you go.
How good is this? Fresh barramundi, cooked by a professional, here at Home Valley Station. This is going to be so delicious.
Doesn't get much better than this, and it's not a bad catch either. Well done.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's the end of a hard day's work.
That is a good day
Simon,
fishing.
thank you.
Cheers, Simon.
G'day, Laura, how are you?
Good, thank you. You?
Yeah, great. Always great when you turn up with a beer.
This is the perfect end to a morning's fishing, isn't it? Fish and chips for lunch. We're living on Kimberley time now. Up at dawn, fishing for barramundi, the Pentecost River, and sunset, watching the sun light up the Coburn Ranges in the background there. This is a life, mate.
Mate, the biggest decision I'm making right now is whether I want to look at the mountains or whether I want to look at the river.
Here's to another day, living the dream.
Tune in next week when we head all the way up to a Kimberley icon, Mitchell Falls.